Imagine that you were assigned to work with another student that you don't really know that well. But this time, it wasn't because you didn't have the option to choose a partner. It was because you didn't attempt to befriend someone in the class. This means the last two people were the remaining two of all the students to be paired together to work on this project. Can you imagine having to force yourself out of your comfort zone to attempt in reaching a goal, task, or assignment? Let me share with you a little bit about my developing experience in these situations. Today, in this short presentation, I'm going to inform you how shyness has affected my personal relationship with others, schoolwork, and carrying out work. To begin, shyness has affected my relationship with others in many ways, mainly in two ways, with people my age when I was younger and with adults or people of authority. When I was younger as a child, it wasn't strange that you could find me keeping to myself. This means it limited the amount of friends that I made. It was very difficult to have anyone to build cool puzzles or play with cool toys. Later in my life, as I became a teenager, and I wouldn't even bother to go to the movie theaters or really hang out with anyone, and if I ever did, I didn't say much. Now with adults, going back a few years younger, I would sit in one place and not really move because I was shy. And when someone was taking care of me, I wouldn't really talk to anyone, even if I needed something, such as when I was hungry or needed anything at all. Now that I have told you about how shyness has affected my personal relationship with others, I would like to talk about how shyness has affected my schoolwork. And it's been in three main ways. The first way is that I wouldn't really ask for help when I didn't understand a concept. So let's say I had to figure out a solution for a math problem. Well, I wouldn't bother to ask any questions because I was too shy. The second way is that I couldn't go to the front and do work on the board because I was shy. And the third way is that I never really volunteered to work on any assignment with anyone in a group. So first we talked about how shyness has affected my personal relationship with others, then how shyness affected my schoolwork. Now I would like to talk to you about how shyness has affected me carrying out work. In other words, job performance. So being shy has really limited the amount of work that I can do. And this has been carrying out all sorts of job performance in many work. So when I'm given instructions, I would listen, but I would never ask questions. This was typical, resulting in poor work. Why? Because I didn't fully grasp all the instructions to perform the task, meaning that it would slow me down. And it was rare for me to ask for help, so I was prone to doing an excess amount of work because either I didn't fully understand what I needed to do, or I had to redo it because I did it incorrectly, and because I would get behind and wouldn't bother to ask for assistance. Do you remember that uncomfortable situation at the beginning where you would have to work with someone that you didn't really know that well? Well, this was typical in my situation. And this is just one part of many areas where shyness had affected me and those around me in my life during my younger years. I admit that being shy didn't bring the best outcomes in my life, and it really limited me in several things. But I would soon come to the realization that enough was enough. I was through with it. So I had set the goal not to eliminate shyness by completely, but to reduce it to a point where it would be entirely controlled by me. It was because of many prior experiences in my younger years that I now have been improving on this over the last few years, on this one personality weakness. Now I feel more comfortable when speaking to others, asking for guidance or advice, and forming new relationships. Thank you very much for listening to my short speech and my audience. Please, cameraman, show them too.